what are Modjeskas? Well, if you've seen them before, then you already know. If you haven't seen them, we're going to explain. It's caramel, marshmallow, soft, sweet tradition, which, by the way, they sent the marshmallows to me so that I could show. They look like this. They are not the jet puffed, sticky kind that you're going to get in the store. These are incredible. They're pliant. They're delicious. And they're just a little bit of sweet. They're not over the top. So let's talk about what you're getting here in the front. You get 6 8-ounce boxes of those Modjeskas enrobed in all of that delicious caramel, which you can get in the original, dark chocolate, which you can get those too. That's another choice. The third choice is a new flavor called maple brown sugar. I know, I love brown sugar everything. You put maple in there and I'm having a fit. And then you can also get them in combo where you can get 2 boxes of each because you can't wait and you want it all. I get it. Beautiful gifting for the holiday season. Another beautiful tradition, and there's no auto delivery here. So let's bring in Anna Bauer. She's part of a 4th generation of candy makers who's joining us live via Skype. And Anna, we've got the Modjeskas here on set. You know, my heart is so happy because I get to spend time with them and you, my friend. How are you?
I am doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. And so can you
Wonderful.
answer that number one question for all of us? What is a Modjeska?
I can answer that. A Modjeska is a homemade caramel marshmallow. Not like any marshmallow like you just spoke about that you can buy in the stores. They are homemade in our facility. And so each batch is, made in those old-fashioned copper kettles. They're deposited the old-fashioned way. And this marshmallow is more of a pillow soft marshmallow, kind of cream center, because a jet puff marshmallow that you would buy in the grocery store will simply melt in the caramel. So, but what we take is this homemade marshmallow, and then we hand dip them with our homemade caramel that's also made in small batches in our copper kettles, the same way that my great grandfather did back in 1889. And each piece is then hand dipped into the caramel. It's hand wrapped and it's hand packaged for you. Everything's done by hand. It's very old-fashioned candy. As you can see, as you're pulling the candy out of its wrapper, and it didn't stick to your paper. And also, when you look at the inside of that and you see how pillow soft this marshmallow center is, and the caramel is more of a melt in your mouth kind of caramel. It doesn't stick to your teeth like some caramels do. As you can see, you've got this long, buttery, creamy, velvety, smooth homemade caramel. I can see you're loving it.
Anna.
So, yes.
I love y'all.
I love you too. I love everybody.
It's so good.
Did you try the maple?
Yes.
I know.
You know that cinnamon sugar toast that your mom would make for you when you were little? It's like that in a 2-biter. Okay, I'm losing focus. You can choose a ship week of now. You could choose, I could cry. You could choose the ship week of November 8th. I can't stand up straight. Or the ship week of December 6th. If you want them now, we have 100 remaining in the combo. I'm sorry.
Wonderful.
We have 2 dozen remaining in the dark chocolate and the maple brown sugar. And we have 6 dozen remaining in the original. If you would like the ship week of November 8th, we only have the dark chocolate. If you want December 6th, we're at last call in all the choices. Okay, I am eating to beat the band. Let's go through the different flavors.
Okay, let's go through those different flavors.
The original is really where the family story is, so let's start there.
Exactly. The original Modjeska is what my great-grandfather started with back 132 years ago. We haven't changed that recipe at all since then. It's just we still stick to the homemade, freshest ingredients that we can. We have very minimal. We don't have artificial flavors or sweeteners in this at all, which is one of the things that kind of sets us apart. When my great-grandfather, did this recipe, it's like you don't try to fix something that's not broken. All you do is just keep trying to produce more and more of it. And I see that you're opening the box now.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
how great is that?
Oh,
Think
it's
about like your post office, your postman, or taking it to an office party. You can take these little gifts, and since you've got 6 of them to choose from, you can share them with your office coworkers. And it's got this wet wax on the inside too, which makes it a little bit more of the old-fashioned look as well. And then you've got 11 individual pieces per box. So in this whole offering, you've got 66 pieces of candy.
excuse me.
So think about if you are having a party for, say, Thanksgiving or whatever, and you don't want to share all your pieces. Look, you can take one piece and cut them into fours. So now you've got 24 pieces of candy with 8 pieces. So,
Okay.
and everybody can just take one and sample it that way. Or if you would like to, put your whole tray out, this is all the candy that you're going to receive in this offer. Now, whether or not you choose all the Modjeskas, then you would have 66 pieces of all Modjeskas, 66 pieces of all chocolate, or 66 pieces of the maple, or 22 of each flavor to spread around.
I want
What's so fantastic about these? Go ahead, Mary. I'm sorry.
Anna, no, I just want everybody to know that that stern look on my face is love. It may be hard to recognize because I had my eyebrows down. These are so good. That caramel is rich and buttery that you find in the original. That dark chocolate, I mean, it's not bitter, it's sweet, but it's balanced.
Right.
And then that brown sugar maple, that's that cinnamon sugar toast that my mom used to make me when I was a little girl.
Right.
It took me right back there.
So, and just think like the dark chocolate, how it isn't so bitter. And so what's great is we take that 100% guitar dark chocolate, and in and of itself, it will have that bitter dark chocolate flavor, but we infuse it into the caramel while it's cooking so that it won't melt during shipping. That's one reason we can ship year round. And then with the sweetness of the caramel and the chocolate, it just gives it such a wonderful balance of the chocolate flavor.
I mean,
And then, oh yeah. And Mary, I'm telling you, when we were making the maple brown sugar, you can smell it outside of
oh,
the office when we come in.
I,
And it's just like we're making breakfast in the building. It's so awesome. Just so
I
great.
opened up the box and it just wafted up
Yes.
and gently
Yes.
caressed my face. I don't want to say hit me in the
Yes.
face because this is a much better experience than that. If you want the
Right.
ship week of now, don't wait. All choices are still available, but we only have 2 dozen remaining in the dark chocolate and that maple brown sugar. If you want November or December, we only have dark chocolate available in those, and only a dozen remaining in each. Anna, may I please ask you, when we're looking at those 3 easy payments of
Yes.
$17.24, each gift is $8.62 because you're
I
getting
know.
6 boxes. What's the shelf life? So if I get it in November, can I gift it in
Right.
December and it's still okay, or what do I need to do?
Oh, absolutely. The shelf life on the Modjeskas is a best buy of 9 to 12 months. The candy's not going to go bad. It's going to be great. If you purchase this in November for gifting in December, no problems. You could even gift it for Valentine's Day, and it's going to be perfect.
It's that
Of
good.
course, the label. Mary, you're cracking me up.
I'm sorry.
I love it. And so a lot of people do call me and say, how do I store the candies once I receive them? And so this is a nice way to do it. You keep it in an airtight container. So you could put this out on your kitchen shelf, your counter, and that way it's kind of like your own little cookie candy jar, but it's full of all the yummy goodness of the Modjeskas. And what's great, if you are a coffee drinker, you can take one of these, which I do quite often, and you can just pop it in your cup of coffee and stir it around, and it's going
Oh,
to naturally sweeten your coffee, which I think is just so great. There's so many things that you can do with the Modjeskas other than just actually consuming them for pleasure and enjoyment and gifting them. You can also bake with them. You can cut them and put them on sweet potatoes,
oh, come
um,
on.
bread puddings, your desserts that you're making for the holidays. They pair well with wine. I was watching the segment right before us, and you could take some wine and add with that, and that would be perfect. But, they're just such great value, great pieces. And just imagine you're going to be
I
the
know.
hit of any party, of any gift giving that you give when you give the
Well,
Modjeskas. I'm
Anna,
telling
I've
you,
got to
people
tell
are going to
you,
love you.
these three I've had my hands in, so I'll set these aside because my goodness, these are definitely coming home with me. But this is M78379. We started with 2,200, and we have 200 total remaining in just the shipment
Thank you.
of now. So please don't miss out. They are about to be gone. You can take the original, the dark chocolate, the maple brown sugar, but combo where you get 2 of each is definitely popular too. Anna, thank you, my friend. It was so good to
Oh,
see you.
thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody.
Goodness, you too. Bye bye for now.
All
This
right,
is In the
bye-bye for
Kitchen with
now.
Mary. I am in Modjeska heaven. I'm going to share with the crew. We're going to take a quick